welcome to livealittlehigher.com. We're soon to enter the month of Sivan. We're almost ending the month of Iyar. And Sivan is the month of Shavuot, is the month of the giving of the Torah. And it's a very, very special month. It's the end of the spring, the beginning of summer. And according to the Torah, Sivan is a Babylonian name, which means appointed, which is alluding to the appointed time of the giving of the Torah. So Sivan integrates the humbleness of the month of Nisan, which was the month of Pesach, where we were eating non-leavened food, we were eating matzahs, we were getting rid of our egos by cleansing our homes, by cleaning every aspect of our lives, trying to be flat like a matzvah, humble. It's the time, Nisan, of miracles, of leaving Egypt, of the time of our redemption, of exile, leaving the exile, and connecting to God through leaving our slavery. And the assertiveness of Iyar, which is a month that precedes Nisan, it's the month of counting of the Omer, which we're almost ending. It's a month where we take 7 weeks plus the 7 emotional attributes, and we make these combinations every week between one attribute and another attribute that would be the attribute of the week. I'm not going to get into it. I have a class, last week's class explains it. But basically, the 7 weeks of the month of from the second night of Pesach till Shavuot, the Jewish people should be working on their character traits, on their emotional character, and refining it in order to come to this month of Sivan and be able to receive. So Sivan is a month of openness, a month where we are ready to receive. You know, sometimes you want to give someone advice, or you want to help somebody and they don't let you, and it's because they're not ready to be helped. They're not ready to be someone that will allow changing their lives. They want to stick to how they are right now. So Sivan is really a month of openness, of readiness, where we already went through being humble and working our character traits, and we're ready to receive. So we have this paradoxical quality that simulates an energy of intellectual openness to receive, which relates with this month of Sivan. The element of the month, we know from Sefer Yetzirah that every month has an organ, a sense, a stone, a zodiac sign, a tribe, and an element of creation. The element of creation of this month in particular is wind or air, and this element gives us a gift of being able to be flexible and to be able to perceive reality from different points of view, that we are not stuck to one way of thinking, which is a huge problem today, where people, for them to be able to sit and look at another person and listen to them and listen to another opinion is very hard. People are stuck to their way of thought. But this month, the energy of the month is really that energy is openness and ability to be flexible and able to listen to other people. So the sense of the month is the walking, and the body part or the organ of the month is the left leg. If we see the diagram of the Sefirot, the left leg is represented by the Sephira of Hod, which is humility. The right leg, which is the one that we worked on Nisan, is Netzach, is endurance. So this one is humility, and at this point in the month of Sivan, we have our 2 legs, so we're able to walk, we're able to move, and we can walk with steadiness and composure, spiritual maturity, and this is a very auspicious time to go to own our own clarity of our purpose in this world. So this is a time to really look at yourself like you're not a happenstance. It's not a mistake that you're in this place, that you're in this beautiful planet Earth, in this world, with your body, with your life, with your mind, with your capacities. And so on this month we have the ability to have this clarity, because it's a month where we're going to receive the Torah, and the Torah is the blueprint of creation, and the Torah is our guide to life. It's the one that tells us why we're here, what's our purpose here, what should we be doing here. It's the wisdom of God. So during the month of so now we can stride into a world illuminated with the Torah, and by doing so we ourselves become vessels of light, of Hashem's light in this world, which is really the purpose. The purpose is that every human being in this world becomes a vessel of light, and is a revelation of God. So the book of Midbar, which is this book of the Torah that we're beginning this week, Numbers, allude to this by taking us through the 42 journeys that the Jewish people had to travel in the desert before they entered the land of Israel. And the desert symbolizes the stillness and the stillness, barrenness, an empty place. It's a place where it's not hospitable. There's snakes and scorpions, and you're not protected. There's no protection. And so the desert really, and the journey symbolized movement. And it was precisely in this barren and inhospitable environment where the Jews were able to receive this divine calling, these divine teachings. It was in such a place. Why? Because there was nothing else. If you go to New York, for example, you're not going to be able to see the stars in the sky, because there's so much light and so much glitter that you're not going to be able to see them. But if you go to a deserted island where there's no lights, the minute the stars come out in the sky, it's going to be so brilliant, it's going to be so incredible. The same way, if Hashem would have given us the Torah in a populated place, there would be too much noise around us for us to be able to receive it. So in this vein, we see that the opposites of stillness and movement, the zodiac sign that represents the month of Sivan, the zodiac sign is Gemini, which represents twins. And the masal of the twins, the masal is, you can call it luck or alignment or whatever you want to call it. The masal of the twins alludes to the coexistence of selflessness and self. And Sivan is the month in which can unite these two different energies of me and selflessness. Under the different tribal banners, like one person with one heart. And this is also the month in which the synergies of the spiritual and the material unite to bring holiness into the world, making this world a home for God. So before the giving of the Torah, there was no synergy. The heavenly realms were up there, and the earthly realm was down here, and there was no interconnection one with the other. After the giving of the Torah, what happened is that we brought heaven down to earth, and earth, whatever was going on in this world, we were able to elevate and take up to heaven. So in other words, Matan Torah was the experience of a lifetime. So Torah is divine, and as such it gives us the guide to live our lives in an intelligent and productive way. And the tribe of the month, the tribe is Zebulun. Zebulun was that tribe that used to be merchants. They used to travel in ships. They were the businessmen of the Jewish people. And here we learned that there's an interconnection that is being able to come, this synergy, that you don't need to be working or learning in the yeshiva, like it's either or the other. What it's teaching us is that Zebulun had the ability to run around the world and always be in business mode, But nevertheless, that while he was working, his work was all dedicated to God. So all his idea of making money and traveling and making business and all that was to bring God to the world through being righteous in business, giving tzedakah. His brother, the Yisahar, was the one that sat all day and learned Torah, and so they shared it together. One worked for one and the other one learned for the other, and this is how the Jewish people should look at each other. Like if one person is learning Torah, he's doing for the whole Jewish people. If there's a soldier in a war, he's doing it for the whole Jewish people. We're all interconnected. We're all working together as a unit, as a one heart. And so we see that his father Yaakov blessed him when he was dying. He blessed his son Zebulun. He said to him, "Semach Zebulun bet Secha." Rejoice, Zebulun, in your travels. True rejoicing is only possible with deep connection to Hashem. And Zebulun represents movement in progress, pushing out and joining his success in the material world for the sake of heaven. And so my blessing to you for the month to come, that Hashem should help you connect to Him in every way, and after finishing the arduous work of the month of Iyar, of refining our midot, our character traits, of aligning ourselves with divinity, with God, that you're able to put your 2 feet in the ground and start walking in good health and joy to receive the Torah, because really Hashem is giving it to us, but we have to be able to receive it. Sometimes we want to give people gifts and they don't want them. So Hashem is giving it to us constantly, but the question is, are you ready to open your hands and receive what Hashem has for you? And so that you can go through life fulfilling the purpose for which you were created in your thoughts, in your speech, and in your actions. So remember, live a little higher. Thank you.